It's 3 a.m. on March 6, 2007. A pair of twins are born in a Maryland hospital to a drug-addicted mother. A little boy and girl cry their entrance into the world. However, the infants are quickly rushed away from the drug-addicted mother to be weaned off the drugs that fill their own little bodies. The father of the twins was not present at this time because he had previously been incarcerated. Due to these circumstances, legal discussions arise about the future and well-being of the children between the hospital and the state of Maryland. Upon the arrival of the twins' grandparents to the hospital, the state steps in and requests that the children be taken away from the parents and given to the grandparents. After testing to surmise whether the grandparents are fit to care for the twins, they are placed into kinship care. These twins are named Brianna and Stephen. What is kinship care? Kinship care is when children are being fostered by a blood relative for temporary or long-term services other than adoption. Why might a child be placed in kinship care? For the example of Brianna and Stephen, due to the negligent parenting of the drug-addicted mother and incarcerated father, the state deemed the parents unfit to raise the twins. To gain kinship care of the twins, the grandparents underwent a physical exam, a criminal background check, an online application, an interview, a child support order, and a state hearing. The grandparents need to have their kinship care license renewed every 6 months. Until the ages of 8, the children live with their grandparents. During a kinship care renewal process, the grandparents are told that they no longer meet kinship care standards, and while they look to move into an assisted living facility, the twins must find another kinship care placement. An aunt and uncle step up to take care of the children. The state of Maryland must have the aunt and uncle go through the same processes that the grandparents went through: a criminal background check, a physical exam, an online application for care, interviews, a child support order, and state hearings. At the ages of 9, Stephen and Brianna are already struggling with severe mental health issues. For many kinship foster care children, it can be traumatizing to not live with your parents at such a young age or to have never met them. Many children in these circumstances have been forced to grow up quickly when facing state officials every 6 months. Additionally, the constant threat of moving looming over their young heads can cause instability and lack of trust for those in authority over them. Approximately 80% of children in kinship care across America struggle with mental health issues. Nevertheless, Stephen and Brianna are fully supported by their aunt and uncle until the ages of 13. At this time, the birth parents of Stephen and Brianna step in and demand full custody of the twins. This legal battle takes place between the state, the biological parents, and the aunt and uncle, who are the kinship parents. However, the biological parents failed to visit the children or provide any financial support in the past 13 years. This is defined as abandonment. A hearing took place in front of a panel of judges, and the biological parents' appeal was denied. The aunt and uncle saw the impact of this event upon Brianna and Stephen. They wanted the twins to grow up feeling wanted and loved. They also wished to end the cycle of legal battles for the twins, and they therefore decided to seek out adoption. How does adoption happen in kinship care? In this circumstance, the aunt and uncle must have another criminal background check, petition before a court, attend all hearings, the birth parents must give consent, and finally, the birth certificates must be changed. Since there is a blood relation, the home study will be waived. In the end of this story, the aunt and uncle are able to adopt Stephen and Brianna as their legal children. The twins grow up in a stable and secure, loving home. They finish high school, graduate college, and become thriving members of the American society. Unfortunately, this is not the story for many foster care children, whether they are in kinship care or not. As seen in this graph, many Maryland children can wait for a family to take care of them for months. While the wait time is decreasing, these children still desperately need homes and loving families. Additionally, the children who are a part of the foster care system are not getting adopted. Instead, they are switched around from home to home, just waiting to age out of the system. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Gandhi. This is applicable to many areas of life, but for children who desperately need families, kinship care allows close contact with blood relatives so children don't always feel like a stranger in their own home. Is kinship care an option for your family or future?